Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hold on, I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit. Alright, so I had this video idea and it came to my head. Now I have to talk about it. So, I'm just gonna throw you back to the time where I got love bombed. Because honestly, I feel like love bombing is a canon experience. And if you don't experience it, I feel like the inevitable is just delayed. Like, I feel like love bombing is something that everyone should experience. I know it's a gut-wrenching experience, but I'm telling you, your discernment will be on 100 after it happens. It will only take you one fucking time to be love bombed before you peep it all other times that try to happen after. So, it was my senior year. I was dating this one guy, and I really didn't like him as much as I thought I did. And we only dated for like a month. And that was the perfect time to kind of realize that this was just not going to work. So we break it off due to external factors. But in my head, I was like, oh, thank the Lord. So we break up. This is bad, but I'm low-key stringing him along. I'm making him feel like a relationship is still possible after knowing damn well I checked out midway through the relationship. And at this point, the second we broke up, it was like the shackles were free and I was not going to return back to basically involuntary servitude. So, I get back on Tinder. I was already on Tinder like before we dated, but I deleted it while we were dating. I was back on it a day later after we broke up. I cried my little tears. And then I was right back to swiping. And I was like, okay. I was looking for my man. I really was. So I get to swiping. I remember seeing this one guy's profile. And I was very lukewarm about it. I was like, I really don't know how I feel about this. But I swipe anyway. It's a match. Few days pass. I'm looking at his page. I'm like, he's actually kind of fine shit. So then more days pass. Now I really want him to message me. He never messages me. So then, days just keep passing. And then eventually I lose it all and I message him first. Now what really rubs me the wrong way about this guy is that the first message, he was complimenting my looks, but he was rating me. He didn't call me an 8 out of 10 or something. He was like, oh, you're an 11 out of 10, but I feel like you're even better with the glasses on. And I was like, I clocked him there. I was like, I don't like that you're rating me. Like, that's actually weird as fuck. So then he checks it. And honestly, I feel like rating me from the jump, it's low-key weird as fuck. But I let it ride because he checked himself. So then we eventually keep talking on Tinder. And the thing is, the conversation really wasn't even that jaw-dropping. Like, it was alright. But I was doing most of, like, the heavy lifting. Like, I was sending a lot of texts, blah, 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 da-da-da. And, like, he was really running game with me. He was like, oh, you're so funny, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh my gosh, stop. Eventually we moved to Instagram, and this is where the real love bombing starts. Like, literally, he was setting it in place while we were texting on Tinder, but then it's game time when he was like, when we moved to Instagram. So then we start texting. We're already making plans. Let's fall asleep on the phone. Let's play Minecraft. Let's meet up. I'm wondering what we'll do for our first date. And then he's telling me stuff that he loves so much. He's remembering stuff about me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I'm like, this has never happened before. And it was so obvious that I had never experienced something like this. So then basically I was making him feel like so special for doing the bare minimum. So then eventually we're continuing to text, we're FaceTiming, we moved the conversation to iMessage, and we're texting dually on iMessage and Instagram. And he would reply to my stories, whatnot, oh, you're so pretty, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you should post this for me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh my gosh. So then we're calling each other names and stuff, and we're already making plans, plans of the future. That is how if we're seeing so long into the future and we've only been talking for a week, I'm telling you, that's S-tier love bombing. You need to get out now. Abort ship. Eject. So then, see nothing by it. I've never been love bombed in my life before. I literally, I was so naive. Literally, my relationship with that one guy was really my first official relationship that I would count. Even though I told you in another video that I was kind of in a situationship with the guy, but no, we were actual boyfriend, girlfriend. We did stuff. So basically that time, I'm just not used to this newfound feeling, these actions. And it is very, very apparent. And he takes that, he notices that and he runs with it. So we're talking on the phone every night, doing all of this and that. eventually, 2 days later, he falls off the face of the earth. I'm tweaking. I don't text him, are you mad at me, blah, blah, blah. I let him come to me as the man that he should be. And he will articulate why he basically fell off the face of the earth. That's not my business, unless he makes it mine. So eventually I'm just like, you know what, maybe I need to cut my losses. And it's even worse because I had lost my roster. Like, literally, I had dropped my roster. And if you know anything, when you drop your roster, I feel like shit's gonna hit the fan way quicker. Like, I feel like it was already inevitable for stuff to go bad, but now you accelerate it simply because you take all other competition out. And you don't give yourself basically a cushioning. Like it's like you're skydiving without a parachute when you drop your roster. So that was basically me. Basically, he comes back to me 2 days later, and he's like, you know what? My mom, she was kind of strict. So then I was telling him, yeah, you know, I can't hang out. Why did he live like a whole hour from me? I have a car, nothing. So how is this gonna happen? So then I'm like, you know, we can't hang out, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you know, I just realized that we're committing to each other too soon. And he was doing most of the love bombing, by the way. He's like, you know, this just isn't gonna work. I'm not able to see you, and it's killing me. So I was like, you know, I'm sorry. And like, I was getting mad that my mom was strict and that like I just didn't have means to get to him. Do you realize how stupid that sounds? Do you realize how stupid that sounds? So anyways, I'm like, you know, I'm sorry. Like, we can work something out. We can work through it. Like, come on. It's only a temporary period. He's like, no, you know, truth be told, I'm not over my ex. And then it all clicked. Because when we were on the phone, when we would text, his ex would always weave her way into a discussion. There was never a time of peace. He was always like, you know, my ex, like, she did me so dirty. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Like, oh my gosh, I hate that happened to you. But he was like, I really, really love the stuff that she would let me do. Like, shit was so freaky. And then, like, he was talking about all the kinks he had tried. Like, anything you're thinking, he probably did it. You name it. So then I'm like, oh my gosh, like, wow. And, like, I was so fooled. I was so blindsided. So eventually, I'm like, I'm still texting him. Like, I'm like, okay, no, I replied to his text thinking that there's a way for me to change his mind. And if you know anything, you know, if a guy steps to you and says that he doesn't want something anymore, that is not your cue to basically ask him to explain himself or think that you can convince him. I feel like the second he steps to you and says that, his mind is made and there's no changing it. Literally, that's just your cue to literally just take it and go. You don't need to just explain anything. He doesn't even owe it to you, honestly. He can dip and just not tell you anything and just expect you to just take it and go. And that's what you should just do. It'll make you look better in the end. So eventually, I'm like, you know what? There is no changing his mind. So I'm like, you know what? I'm glad you acknowledged that you need to heal, and I'm up and out of here. And he texts me. He's like, yeah, you're amazing, blah, blah, blah. Like, this wasn't anything to you. And I just heart the message. I was like, there's nothing else to be said. Like, what else? So that was basically like the whole love bombing scenario. And honestly, I'm saying it takes you one time to be love bombed. You know, any time after, like the second they're like, oh my gosh, like, I've never met someone like you. You're just so easy to talk to. And they might be speaking from a place of truth, but more times than not, they are telling you that because they know it's what you probably like to hear. Like, love bombers, they know exactly what to say to stroke your ego. And then the thing is, I can pinpoint this time to now kickstarting my player phase, for lack of a better words. Because now, once he ran game on me, it took one time for him to run game on me for me now to be able to peep it every single time following. Nobody's love bombed me. Nobody has. And it's like, I appreciate him for that, because it taught me a lot. It really did. And like, I hate that I said that, like, I hope you get love bombed, but honestly, I feel like it's taught me discernment that I wouldn't have had he not, like, love bombed me. Like, it's bad, it's gut-wrenching. I was in shambles, like, the rest of the time. He would pop back and view my stories. Like, it was so bad, I removed him from my followers. I was like, now that you're cutting it off like that and you do all of this and that, like, I really don't want to see you anymore. And then he's popped back in my stories. He hasn't been back since. But no, I was just like, no, it isn't gonna work. But no, if you're ever love bomb, like, literally just take it like a champ. Take it like a champ. Charge it to the game. As soon as you realize that you were love bombed and you were bamboozled, Do not go back and try to custom clean out. Do not do any of that. Don't show your ass. Just literally just be like, they got me there. They got me there. But then, think about it. You just got, like, a whole year of experience. Like, literally, I used to be so naive. Like, the whole time I was texting him, I made it so abundantly clear that no guy had done that before. And then I stepped to him and basically making it abundantly clear. I'm praising him for the bare minimum. He takes that and he runs. He runs it into the ground. And, like, it will shake that naivety off of you so quick. You will not have it come back. You won't. You won't be in that vulnerable position of being like, oh my gosh. Like, everything that they say to you will not make your panties wet. They will be so dry after you realize, like, what love bombing is and the tactics. Like, now, your big boy, big girl pants are on. There's no, the gloves are off. Like, the second you, like, get love bombing, you can clock it. You will call them out. Or I think now that you realize what love bombing is, now this is the perfect time to start love bombing back. Don't let these people get away. Play them at their own game. And once I started clocking it, I started doing it too. And I realized I get why these people get a thrill out of love bombing. It's low-key fun. And, you know, it's just always too much too fast. You'll realize you're being love bombed. Like, there is no reason you guys should be making marriage plans a week into dating. Or even plans, concepts of a relationship, and you guys barely know each other. Like, you step back and you realize, I was really love bombed. So yeah, guys, I just say that to say, charge it to the game, get love bombed, get game ran on you, you know, but it's a valuable experience to get out of it. It's not always a bad thing. And I need you guys to stop taking it as such. So yeah, that's this video, you know. I really just, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but love bombing is a canon event. And it's just what you do with it, you know. Don't let it drag you down. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys.